like Jim was confused. Jim doesn't typically get confused. He and I have a lot of meetings together, and I was trying to think, okay, how come Jim's getting confused? Okay, who are the recipients? All right, I think I'm going to learn a new story here. How did this happen?
I went to the fourth grade for UT, and then I delivered newspapers and just went to scholarship. So I went to school the first time, and then I raised my
his or her choice. To make the presentations, please welcome a member of the Ray Kest Memorial Scholarship Committee, Jim Galt, the transformational leader at Toledo Public Schools. Jim?
I thought he was going to say that house is for John Cooper, so I'm glad it's a real privilege to be a part of the Old Newsboys and have the opportunity to interview the individuals that we selected this evening. We had 73 applicants who were trying to be represented in these 8 awards. And your generosity is going to allow these individuals to go and pursue their dreams. Though they may not be on the football field, they're in everyday life. And I think you'll be very proud of the group that has been selected. Our first recipient is the Ray Kest Senior Scholarship. That's for the newspaper carriers, and that's Miss Tammy Boyd. Tammy has been a Toledo Blade carrier for 15 years, starting her first route in 1998 when starting at the University of Toledo. After graduating with a Bachelor of Business degree, she continued to keep delivering papers for the next 12 years in order to raise her 3 children. In the fall of 2012, with her youngest son starting kindergarten, Tammy decided to get involved in her son's school. It was here she realized how much she loved working with children and committed to going back to school to get her teaching license. In addition to delivering 350 daily and 500 Sunday editions, Tammy attends Bowling Green State University and maintains a 4.0 grade point average. Tammy will utilize the Old Newsboys Scholarship Fund to continue her education at Bowling Green and education.
First, I want to thank God, because without His strength, I don't know if I could do this ever again. And also to my husband and my daughter, my 18-year-old daughter, because without them, I could not make it day to day, because it is very hard. And I definitely thank Old Newsboys, because this is going to pay for a semester school, and that will help out immensely. And thank you, Toledo Blade, because without you, I wouldn't be able to raise my children and go to school and also do an after-school program. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Our next recipient is the Joe Gallen Scholarship, and that's Bailey Henderson. Bailey has made a habit of putting her family first before herself. Bailey has taken on additional duties to support her parents, including cooking. She was always told that she had to work hard in school to get where she wanted to go in life. In order to get a head start on attending college, Bailey enrolled in Toledo Early College, where she can earn up to 60 credit hours. She studies tirelessly and has been rewarded with a 3.8 grade point average, which places her in the top 4 of her class. Along with her studies, Bailey is involved in Youth to Youth ASL Club, where she serves as a co-leader. She will use the Old Newsboy Scholarship to continue her studies and becoming a math professor. Her goal is to be in a position where she can repay the kindness that has been shown to her. Miss Bailey.
I never thought I'd be up here. First of all, I'd like to thank my parents and then my school for just giving me a great education. I'm a person of few words, so I don't really have much to say. I'd like to thank everyone for just being here. Thank you very much.
Our next scholarship is the Paul Block Junior Scholarship, and that goes to Ariel White from Toledo Early College. Ariel maintains a 3.86 grade point average at Toledo Early College and has earned 49 semester hours at the University of Toledo while holding a 4.0 in her college courses. She participates in Youth to Youth, Yearbook, Quiz Bowl, Science Club, and has been involved in her community by volunteering hours at the Seagate Food Bank and Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation walks. Ariel will utilize the Old Newsboys Scholarship Fund to be the first in her family to earn a college degree. She plans on studying pathology at the University of Michigan or studying to become a registered nurse at the Ohio State University or University of Toledo. I give you Miss Ariel White.
First, I'd love to thank my parents and my family and friends and everyone from my school and everyone who's been a part of my life and supported me and encouraged me, because I probably wouldn't have such a positive outlook if everyone in my life hadn't done that, and it's really helpful to have that. And I'd love to thank the Old Newsboys, not just for this particular scholarship, but just for what the organization does for the entire community. You guys are great, and you help make dreams come true.
Our next scholarship is the William Block Senior Scholarship, and it goes to Stephen Kinzel from Toledo Early College. Stephen has always planned on attending college his entire life and decided to attend Toledo Early College to earn college credit while in high school. He has been described as a mature, intelligent, hardworking, and driven by his teachers. Stephen is a member of the National Honor Society and represented Northwest Ohio in the annual National History Day competition. He is also involved in peer tutoring and youth to youth, as well as community projects such as the Global Youth Service Day and Litterbugs. He is planning on utilizing the Old Newsboys Scholarship to study chemical engineering at either the University of Toledo or Ohio State. I give you Mr. Stephen Kinzel.
Hey, I don't even really know what to say. I'd like to thank my parents and my school, of course, like the people before me, and of course the Old Newsboys for being generous enough to give me this scholarship. I am very thankful and so grateful for this, and I know it probably sounds cliche and everyone's going to say that, but it's true. I mean, I need a lot of money, and any bit I can get helps. So thank you so much.
Our next recipient is going to receive the Howard LaFontaine Scholarship, and that is Allison Mitchell. Allison attends Bowser High School and has a 4.75 grade point average, ranking second in the class of 400. She will attend the Ohio Northern University, University of Toledo, or the University of Dayton and study civil engineering. I give you Miss Allison Mitchell.
I'd like to thank the Old Newsboys Committee for deciding that I deserve this generous donation to my college fund, because it would not be possible to attend without your help. And I would like to thank my mom and my grandparents for always supporting what I want to do, no matter how crazy it is. I know they're always there to catch me if I fall. So thank you.
Our next recipient receives the Bob and Sharon Standriff Scholarship, and that is Mr. Anthony Neff. Anthony maintains a 4.1 grade point average at Wade High School and is ranked third in his class. He currently serves as a treasurer of the National Honor Society, a member of the Indian Leadership Club, Red Cross Club, Teen Prep, Warrior Yearbook, as well as a member of the marching band and concert band. As a leader, he has represented his high school at the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Conference, Buckeye Boys State, Boy Scouts of America, and the Superintendent Student Leadership Committee. Anthony plans to utilize the Old Newsboys Scholarship Fund to attend either the University of Toledo or Bowling Green State University so that he can assist his mother, who has been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis and muscular dystrophy. I give you Mr. Anthony now.
I would like to start out by thanking my mom. She's the strongest woman I've ever met. She always helps me get through things. I always know that things could be worse, and no matter how hard things might be, they'll get better. And secondly, I would like to thank our librarian, who is also our National Honor Society teacher. She helped me get through the boring life at school. She's always there to entertain and be nice. I'd lastly like to thank the Old Newsboys Committee for letting me get this award. I wouldn't be able to do it without them, so I appreciate it.
Our next scholarship recipient receives the Phil Zimmerman Scholarship, and that's Mr. Anthony Lockett. Anthony maintains a 3.46 grade point average and is a member of the National Honor Society, varsity soccer, and swimming and frisbee club. One would not know the obstacles that Anthony has overcome in his lifetime. While in the 6th grade, Anthony lost his mother and spent the next several years in foster care until his grandparents were granted custody. During that time, Anthony focused on his future and vigorously pursued his academics. He has emerged from his personal hardships even stronger and more determined. Mr. Lockett will continue to make his mother proud by utilizing the Old Newsboys Scholarship to study architecture or interior design. I give you Mr. Anthony Lockett.
Well, I just want to say a couple of thanks. First to the Old Newsboys. It's a privilege to receive this, and sort of like an early birthday present, Christmas gift, whatever you want to call it. The second is to my beautiful grandmother and my loving father. Without them, who knows where I'd be. And just to everyone who came out, it's great to see you guys' smiling faces.
Our next recipient receives the James Brennan Senior Scholarship, and that is Allison Thompson. While attending Notre Dame Academy, Allison has become an astute writer, proficient in a variety of writing patterns, including narrative, analytical, persuasive, and argumentative. She is a gifted student academically and recognized her responsibility to use her gifts to their fullest. Allison works hard academically and utilizes her summertime to umpire Little League baseball and softball games. Allison plans to utilize the Old Newsboys Scholarship to attend Florida State University to major in criminal justice and then go into law enforcement, perhaps even a career in the FBI. I give you Miss Allison Thompson.
Newsboys and everybody who's made this scholarship possible. It really means a lot to me to be awarded this scholarship, and it's certainly going to help me getting into a good college. And lastly, I would like to thank my family, God, and my school for helping me to get to where I am. Thank you.
Our final scholarship this evening is the Al and Edna Schneider Scholarship, and that goes to Mr. Armand Wimberly. Armand considers himself to be the contemporary version of the Renaissance man. He has devoted countless hours to start high school by being involved in over 10 organizations and holds a leadership position in most of them. Mr. Wimberly is also an active member of the soccer and track team and has high hopes of advancing to state this spring. He assists his community by donating food and clothing to the homeless and giving piano and violin lessons to children. Armand plans to double major in music education and composition at a prestigious conservatory and plans to become a conductor of an elite orchestra while composing and selling his music, of course. He would like to return to Toledo after college and establish a business that teaches instrumental music lessons to low-income students. I give you Mr. Armand Wimber.
It's a great honor and privilege to receive this prestigious award. I'd like to thank the Old Newsboys Foundation for giving me this scholarship. As you know, college isn't cheap. And this will put a great dent in my own expenses. I hope to continue my musical endeavors in college with this award. And I also like to thank my mother. I mean, without my mother, I wouldn't be here right now. I mean, she's been there. She's always been there for me. And I mean, even when I mess up, I mean, she's always has my back. And so I like to thank my mother as well for that. Thank you, and it is an honor.
As an educator and as a father, I can't think of a greater reward than to be here, parents, this evening. And obviously, you have worked hard in terms of with your schools and with your children. Would you please stand to be recognized for your hard work? Parents.